Hello everyone and welcome to another video review by Centipede Geek. Today I'll be talking about a book by the name of Gone Girl. The author is Gillian Flynn. The book came out in the year of 2012, and just a couple of years back there actually was a film based on this particular book, Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. The film starred both Ben Affleck and Rosamund Pike, and without spoiling too much of the film or the book, what starts off as a rather very simple sort of mystery detective thriller story about a missing wife and this sort of distressed husband becomes a very twisted, very sinister, very intricate tale later on. But like I said, pretty much it's about this missing wife and that she could be murdered, she could be missing, she could still be alive. Either way, the cops don't know, the husband don't know. They're just trying to find out why. And about halfway through the book, you find out what's really going on. I don't want to spoil too much, but there will be spoilers ahead. So stop watching this video now if you don't want to be won't want the rest to be spoiled. But so what did I think of the book? I really enjoyed this one. I remember watching the film a couple years back and thinking, it's probably one of Ben Affleck's best roles to date. That, Gone Girl, and probably Argo. I always like those two movies a lot, but I don't want to get too off track with the film. Let's talk about the book. Rosamund Pike plays Amy in the movie, and Amy in the book is just she's a strong lead female character. She's a feminine force of nature. She's a force to be reckoned with. She's not someone you want to mess with, and it really, whenever she's writing those, you find out later on that those diary entries she was written in were all fake, and she had crafted that over time. It was not a genuine diary entry that she's been doing for 7 years. She had done that over time to frame her husband for her murder so she can run off and get away scotch-free. And when you find all these things out, that it wasn't the husband, though you really can't, what's cool again is that you can't really trust the narrator, Ben Affleck, who plays Nick or Lance in both in the book and the film. You really can't trust him. He's narrating, it kind of jumps back and forth between Nick's narration and then the diary entries from Amy, and you really can't trust both characters because you don't really know their true motives. You feel like you can trust Nick until you find out that he has a 23-year-old mistress and he's been cheating on Amy for over a year now. So once you find out that, you're like, I don't like this guy anymore. And then you want to like Amy because you feel like she's kind of this, this abused girl that's been through all this stuff in her life. She supposedly got raped. She's been stalked in her life. Now she's just suffering domestic abuse and violent abuse from her husband. Then you find out later on that she's crafted this story and, all these crazy things. So both characters are just great. Like I said, Amy is a really cool character in this novel. And what's really cool is there at the end of the novel, once they've went through everything, once she kills Desi's character, it's almost as if there's a sense of guilt in the both of them, a sense of remorse in the both of them. They went through all these crazy trials, these crazy tribulations, and now that they've went through everything, they're like, maybe we can get our life back together. Maybe things can go back to normal. Nick doesn't really want them to go back to normal. He wants her to get arrested, to go to jail, and all that kind of stuff. But once he finds out, that she's pregnant, that she has had his semen in a vial or jar for all this time, there's nothing much he can do about it. He pretty much decides to, bow down and kiss her feet, and he has to go on with it. So pretty much it seemed as if Amy's plan for Nick to become his true self, or for Nick to go back to the old ways, for their true love story, or rather, should I say, as the book calls it, a very nuclear love story, can go back to the way things are. But this is a really cool novel. Like I said, it starts in the beginning. It starts off rather simple, but becomes anything but that later on. It's a very twisted and sinister tale about a girl or woman, not a girl, but just a woman doing anything means necessary in order to get out of the what once was a happy wedding and a happy marriage becomes a not so very happy one later on. But a very cool novel. Definitely would recommend both the film and novel to anyone that wants a good read and something good to watch. But once again, thanks for watching another book review by Centipede Geek, and as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe below.